right, welcome back to Goonie's World. My name is Goonie, also known as Colin, and I am joined, as always, by Meanie, also known as Ryan.
Hello.
And Johnny Farrow, also known as Sean.
Hey, hey, hey.
And once again, Loonicorn, also known as Lynn.
Hey there, everybody.
And now we are doing part 4 of Goblin Quest.
That's right. Part 4, which will be
Goblin Quest.
task 2, and I hopefully this is not audible, but somebody directly behind where I'm sitting just decided to start mowing. So hopefully that's not being picked up.
I can't hear any mowing, but if we end up with any mowing, obviously sometimes the orcs like to get out and mow, do a little mowing.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, they got to keep this magical explosion testing grounds, the grass cut, so we can...
We don't want any grass fires.
Right,
we don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would
dangerous.
That would be bad.
Unless they're the kind of grass fires that you inhale.
I don't know if goblins... I
partake, man. I love that shit, man.
Yeah.
I like to burn grass.
Hell yeah.
So, I have here, we must build the rocket. We're going to stack and connect the barrels first of all. And then fuel it. Now, we kind of have it pseudo-fueled because we stashed some of the fireworks, back here. But it's not, I assume it's not in such a way that it will, successfully serve as propellant at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's kind of more for, effect. Because I think the TNT is probably, we have more of that, and I don't not that that's a good idea.
Right. I thought we emptied the TNT out. I don't know.
But it does have... we did?
I thought we did.
Yeah, I don't know if we did or not, but I don't think the TNT actually figured into our plans for fuel, because we were not smart enough to understand that the TNT would probably work the best. So the fireworks and the farts were going to be...
Well, it's really
fuel.
important that the rocket is pretty, so...
Don't worry. We're going to get you...
TNT isn't pretty. It doesn't make flowers in the sky.
We're going to get you sky flowers.
Really what we're trying to do.
We're going to get you sky.
Right.
Sky flowers are coming your way. Don't you worry about nothing.
Well, if we did not empty the rocket, that may also just explode. I don't know.
Yeah.
I do remember something about emptying the TNT. Yeah.
Well, when we're stacking these, we can work that out when we're stacking these together. Emptying the barrels, cutting out the ends, because we got to seal them together. And I also think that the part of the packing of the fuel might be eating our beans. And getting
absolutely
our farts ready. We don't need to store them anything because we're storing them in our butts.
Right. That's right.
So, and we're just gonna. We might have to build like a. So if we're stacked together, we're gonna have to. We don't want to do like a human centipede thing where like. I hope we don't want to do that. We're going to have some, way to pass the farts on, from the person who's in the front all the way to the back. But, we'll work that out.
Yeah. And obviously we have a great deal of narrative freedom, so we can come up with whatever we want, really, on the fly.
Yeah, and so this is a new task. It doesn't really matter what happened last time. I don't know if there was a plus or minus, but this starts fresh, and I don't know whose turn it is.
We'll
But I would
start
like
with
to
you
point
then.
out. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't, trying to suggest I go first, but I will. And,
Yeah, you should. It's Goonies World after all.
It's my world. I get to go first.
That's right.
And I'll remind our
And,
listeners, I don't even think Gunny even loved that name at first when I suggested it.
No,
Yeah,
I still don't, but we're stuck with it.
yeah.
So, but to be fair, that was before we even knew like what kind of podcast this was going to be.
That's true.
Now that, because we didn't even know it was going to be an actual play podcast, my idea was like we were going to talk and then like maybe play something. But so if we had known that, it would have been easier to come up with a better name, because there's all kinds of names you could actual play puns and stuff. But I do kind of like that we have a very different name than everybody else.
That's true.
There's a million.
Although
One.
Brand identity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, when you talk about gooning and goons, then it either is about the film The Goonies or about hockey players or about masturbation. Just Google it.
And I haven't heard. I knew there was a hockey team, but I did not know that was a term for masturbating. But
Yeah, well,
I
don't know.
checks out,
Somebody
though.
told me. A friend told me that. I don't know how I know that. All right, but anyway, it is Goonies World and it is Goonies' turn.
So I'm looking at the map and I see that there's a section labeled garbage that is really close to the magical explosion testing grounds where we're trying to build this rocket. So I think that we should make a little trip there. I mean, it's really close. We'd probably still be inside of all of our stuff, our supplies. We just kind of, at least I'm going to rummage around for some more stuff that we're going to need to put these barrels together, like maybe some rope, some nails, and a hammer or something,
Yeah, use more nails. That's always what I say. Something's broken, use more nails. And if
Yeah,
you're putting
maybe-
something together, the more nails, the better. But yeah, maybe we got some rope and some nails and
Some wood scraps, to, whatever we need.
yeah.
Who knows what else was there in the garbage pits. But I am going to... now, I don't know, for this task, what might be helpful to know, like, how many victories we need, so we can kind of plan. I mean, I guess that gives away if there's what do they call those?
Fortune.
Misfortune. Yeah.
So for task 2, we generally are going to need 4 victories, except on the stage with the misfortune, in which case we will need 6.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
it's a lot of victories.
Yeah. So I'll assume we all go out there to look around and rummage through the garbage. And my current goblin is Peanut the Pernicious, who has a unibrow. And he's going to see what he can find. He's going to look and try to find something useful. And I don't have anything to help at all for my roll. Nope. Alright, I'll just roll 1d6. And I rolled a 5.
Hey!
Let me look.
Well, that's an early victory.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have any modifiers, so... Okay, well then, I found some rope.
Yeah, that ought to help.
Very good. Some rope. We got some rope, some nails, some scraps of wood, things like that we can use to sort of put this together. Who would like to go next? I'm happy to, or I'm happy to yield to someone else.
Why don't you go?
All right. So we have rope and we have other stuff. I think I'm just going to start stacking these barrels. Well, yeah. I'll start stacking them on top of each other and trying to knock out the lids and the, on either end. And these will also, if they haven't been emptied up to this point, they, will be, I assume they would have been easier to transport empty, but we're probably too stupid to think of that. And start trying to stack them, one atop the other and sort of tie them together and or nail them together in whatever manner seems to be the most effective. Now, I don't think I'm on Snot currently. Snot is sneaky but destroys evidence. Yeah, I don't think I have anything I can really argue for more than one die, so I'm just going to roll one modifier-free die.
I love the mental image of this teetering, stack of barrels held together. The rope. We're probably swarming all over the damn thing right now.
Yeah. Well, this is ungood. Okay. Well. So I rolled a 2, which is an injury. So I think that I get the very first. I get like the first barrel on there, and so I got 2, stacked on top of each other, and get that secured, and then I have to like climb up, and try to get the third one up there, and I think Snot falls off of the rocket or the 2 barrels stacked on top of each other, and the third one that he was attempting to secure falls and lands on top of him, causing him a grievous injury. So I will mark an injury for Snot, but that does not, fortunately, cause a modifier for whoever goes next.
Snot, buddy. Oh, let me help you out there.
Idiot.
Get out. Wait, I didn't want to watch you get squashed like what happened to your brother. That would have been bad. I don't know if I can stand to watch another friend get squashed. Extra careful, extra careful. In fact, I'm going to take a turn now. I'm going to show you how it's done. All right, Snot? You feeling all right?
Oh, I'll make it, but it hurts. Oh, it hurts.
I'm going to need you to square your shoulders, buddy. All right? Square those shoulders. Because here we go. We're going to the moon. Now, look. What you got to do is you got to wrap the rope around the barrels counterclockwise, like so. And I start doing it clockwise. And you walk right this way. Yep. Just right around there, and then you wrap it up. Make like a braid, right? Like you're French braiding your hair, right? I tried to French braid my hair once, but I only got like 6 hairs, right? So it didn't work out.
You have
All you
hair?
need is 3.
Really? What are you gonna
Hairs?
You have to show me that one.
Here, I'll show you.
Well, we'll rather than stop right now and French braid my hair. No, in fact, you sold me on this. That's what I want to do right now. Okay.
All right.
My goal for this scene is to French braid my hair, and if it results in a victory, then great. But I got nothing that I think will be helpful on this. So yeah. So Daisy's still alive, right? She's just injured. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, even though it does not further our goals at all, I'm a dumbass goblin, and I've suddenly realized I've got to have my 6 hairs French braided now that I know it only takes 3. So I want 2, like 2 French braids there in the hair. Okay. All right. So
Okay, like one on each side.
yeah, one on each side.
Is that what you're thinking?
That's right. Well,
Okay.
yeah, I want to come down just like
Yeah.
that. All
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll look really pretty.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the dice here, and this is absolutely pointless, but I'm gonna roll it. Come on! I need a nice number. No, I have a 2. Ow! Hey! Ow! Ow! Hey! She ripped part of my scalp off, and shreds. I got no hairs. Way to go! That's the last time I consult you.
That's
for
what you
beauty.
get.
Yeah, I know. That's what I get for being so vain. Now look at me. Oh, I'm injured. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Hang on, I gotta rub some juice up in there. I'm gonna reach down and, because I'm juicy, you know.
Oh, no.
I get some of my juice and rub it in.
G.G. Allen.
That stings. Yeah, some G.G. Allen pain relief. And so yeah, that was my big scene. It was kind of a waste, but I'm injured now because of a French braiding accident, and I need to remember that Squirt's got one injury. All right. Well, you know, instead of messing up other people's scalps, why don't you get in there and see if you can put this thing together there, Daisy? Well.
Yeah, maybe I can braid the rope instead. And yeah, I'm gonna try that.
You do a better job with that than you do with my hair.
I hope so too. It would have looked so pretty though. Alright, so yeah, Daisy is going to leave poor Squirt's hair alone and try to put her skills to the test with braiding the rope around the barrels. I don't freaking know. So yeah, we'll start with rope and then maybe we can reinforce it with nails or something. Such a terrible idea. I'm just gonna do that and roll and we'll see what happens. Oh.
Uh-oh. She's making a face. Oh no!
I have one face.
Daisy!
I have one face. So so she climbs up on the top of the barrel and she's trying to wrap the rope around it, and she ends up wrapping the rope around herself, her neck in particular, and then her foot slips and she falls off the barrel and hangs herself and is now dead.
Yeah.
Oh man, that wasn't even like a clean snap
Rest in
either.
peace, Daisy.
That wasn't even like a clean snap. Look at her feet up there jiggling and jangling. Oh, poor Daisy. Well, that's what she gets, you know, for messing up my hair. Yeah, poor kid.
Wow.
Don't talk about my sister that way.
Oh, sorry about that.
I'm Lily.
Hey, Lily, how are you
Says
doing?
Lily as Lily pops into existence.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, things ain't going so well. I mean, we do have one little victory, but we still got to put this thing together here. So, yeah, you know, we just got to do it like she was doing it. But I don't know there. What's your name again? Pernicious number 2? Peanut.
Peanut.
Yeah, sorry about that, Peanut. Why don't you see if you can fix this up? I don't know. My head still hurts.
Well, first you have to stack the barrels in place all the way up.
Because didn't one of them fall off, right?
Yeah, like we had 4 barrels, and I got the first two stacked together, and then the third one fell off and injured Snot.
We gotta stack the rest of them up, and then we can tie them together, you stupid idiots. All right.
Okay. Don't get personal.
I had an idea. Maybe we could stack them together while they're lying down, and then we could, then put it upright. Then that would be way less dangerous.
Yeah.
Wow, you're like a genius.
No, I was gonna say that. He just said it before I could say it.
Oh, well, you're a genius too. Obviously, I mean, we're a bunch of rocket scientists here.
That's
so
right.
We must all be geniuses.
Well, yeah. Obviously. So
Show us that genius at work.
let's get I'm gonna knock the rest of these down, and then I'm gonna stack them on end, on horizontally. I don't even know that word, but I'm gonna put them sideways, and then I'm gonna ring this rope around them. Okay.
All right. I rolled a 6.
Hey, another victory.
Can see it. 6.
Halfway there. All right.
So yeah, I pictured So we got all 4 barrels all stacked, back to back, but horizontally, and the rope is kind of like coiled around them somehow. It's probably not enough to keep them together, but it's one, it's one method of we probably need more of keeping them together.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a good first step.
Yeah, and I think Snot is going to attempt to, while this rocket is still on its side, attempt to reinforce the structural integrity with, some nails and pieces of wood hammered together.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can succeed. God damn it. So he rolled a 2 again. You know what? He's going to use his lucky ear.
Yeah.
And re-roll that. Because I'm running out of goblins. And I didn't think to use it on Spit. I just let him die, so. Oh, God. I rolled a 1.
It's worse.
So, I guess the dice gods have decided Snot's fate. And he grabs a piece of wood and sits it up against the rocket now lying on its side, and grabs a nail and takes a hammer and swings it back and impales himself with the claw end right in the forehead and falls over dead.
Ow! Oh, man, that looked like his smarts. Well, he's not such a genius now, is he? Oh.
He got something on his head there. What's that?
Yeah.
That's his brain.
Oh.
It's not much, but
Not much, but
it
it
was
was
something. Whatever was inside of his head is now stuck to the end of this hammer. I think it was just snot.
Well, I only have 2 goblins left, but Yank materializes into existence in Snot's place.
All right. Hey, how you work?
Does he have a defining feature?
Yeah, what's his?
He does. He has extra fingers.
Well, that might be
I
helpful.
think that come in handy.
Anyway, I'm going to show
I
you.
stole that from Scott, from our
Yeah, what was that
Yeah.
guy's name again? It's,
fingers.
yeah, Fingers. Yeah,
Fingers.
go back and listen to our "You Son of a Bitch, I'm In" podcast. Those are some good ones.
Anyway, I'm going to show you guys how to hammer. All right, how you do it.
So first of all, I got to get the hammer out of Snot's skull. So I'm going to put my foot in his neck and then reach down and work the hammer out and pop it out. Some of his skull bits come with it, and a few of those small brains that he had. Now this is how you hammer, just like this. And I'm going to try to do the same thing he was doing, just reinforce with some boards. We've got it, lay down some boards on either side, some long 2x4s, right? And then nail those to the barrels while they're still in this horizontal, so that the rope is like layer 1 and the nails will be layer 2. And here we go. It's just like this. You see, it's just like this. And I got a 2, which is an injury. And
which kills him because he has an injury already.
I know. And it's, you know what? I like squirts a lot, and I do have a, lucky ear reroll, but it's just too funny to have one guy, do that, kill himself with a hammer, and then we go, no, this is how you do it. It's just like this. And then like, bam, 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 thunk, and he does the exact same thing. It goes back right into an eyeball. And of course he's juicy, so all eye fluid and everything just arcs out, catches the sun a little bit, and squirts his
No.
Yeah. But suddenly,
I only knew you for 5 seconds, but I feel so close. Damn, I'm so sad.
I know. But then Fugly shows up, and I don't know. I gotta come up with like a different goblin voice now. I guess unless everybody in all the Bona clans, I'll talk the same way, maybe. But
Yeah.
That's a great idea, because that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, okay, so, oh no, my brother, Scoits, I guess he will squeak no more. And Fugly is, like, super handsome for goblins, so they perceive him as being super ugly. But he's got, like, a little bowler hat, because he's, like, a little gentleman and he's kind of handsome. So I was like, he will squeak no more. And I'll take off my hat, hold it over my heart for a minute. And,
One final squirt of ichor showered his friends.
yeah, that was his last squeak. It was a good one.
Well, we can still take him to the moon with us then, because we've, got his juices all over us.
Yeah, in a way, he will live on through his juice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, all right, okay. So now I'm fugly, but I'm afraid poor Scoits has lost it. It's too. I still got 3 goblins left, and that was too funny. He had to die. So, who knew that killing off our characters could be so entertaining? And it is the end of my turn. So,
And I think everyone has gone twice except Lynn.
yeah, I think Lynn has.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So, I guess I will. Well, all right. I'm going to try this here. I'm going to have to show these guys how it's done. Not that they're here to see it or anything, but yeah, I'm going to work on the barrel with some nails, reinforcing that rope.
Be careful.
I'm going to show you guys how this is done.
Be careful with that hammer. It's getting kind of gunky on the pointy end.
No. Oh, yeah, it is a little juicy, isn't it? Another one.
Oh, my God.
So definitely, we're all trying to. Then we all just keep. The hammer keeps bouncing off and ricocheting it, and Lily hits herself, not fatally though. She just gets maybe a little bloody nose or something. Probably quite a bad bloody nose, but still, yeah. When she goes to use the hammer, it bounces off and hits her in the face too. Just not quite as hard.
Never give goblins a hammer. This is the lesson we are learning today.
It's true.
Well, okay, so now
Hammer of the Gobs.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to carry on this hammer attempting. And I don't have anything to help.
All right. None of you can hammer. Maybe I can. I'll see. Can't be that hard.
Well, something bad. 3.
Oh, great. Well, what bad?
Well, I'm gonna say I have I hammered in this little plank, but I hammered it in the wrong position. It's not connecting the barrels. It's just on the side of one barrel.
I'm like, I did it! I did it!
You did it! Great!
I'm not sure that's gonna work.
Oh, it's great. You got it right on there.
Yeah. I guess it does look okay, doesn't it? Now that I look again.
Well, you did it, but look, it's not right. I gotta. Here, I'll show you. I gotta fix it. I'll get in here and fix it with my extra fingers, which I'm going to argue gives me an extra dice.
I was going
gonna
to
totally say
suggest
that,
that.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
And don't remember, since I had something bad. Gotta.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, that changes everything.
Why do you gotta go looking at the rules all the time?
I'm sorry.
So that changed my victory and my injury into a something good and an injury. I think that Yank does indeed get this fixed and stabilizes the structural integrity of the rocket. But in doing so, never give goblins a hammer. He manages to hammer his hand pretty severely. I'm not going to re-roll that because it does. It's something good though. So it was not a victory because of the modifier, but it will give whoever goes next a +1.
Good. Just a picture of he hammered his hand to it would be kind of funny, but
he hammered his hand to it, and then he had to smack my mic. He had to yank it off, and his hand is.
And
all
his name
fucked
is
up
Yank, right?
Yeah. I mean, it works.
I
It
can
fits.
yank like nobody's business.
Yeah.
That's what my mom said when I was a teenager.
Yank it. All right, there you go. Okay, well, that was good, though. At least we got, the thing is structurally sound, as good as any rocket scientist could ever do. And my poor brother Squoits gave his life for this. So did Daisy. And, God, so many of us by now. But, I've lost track of whose turn it is, but with physical action.
Goonie and I have gone 3 times, and you and Lynn have gone twice.
Okay.
So either of you.
All right, so next thing we got to do then, obviously, is get this thing upright, okay? Get it upright. So I'm just going to go over here. Okay, I'm going to lift up the top of it over here, and the rest of you guys, you all jump up and down on the bottom barrel, okay, on the rim, right? And that pressure, then I'll push it up, and then, it'll create like a seesaw type motion. The whole thing will swing up and be upright. It'll be erected. Then we'll have a big erection. Okay? So, I'm going to jump here just like this. You guys hold on to the rim there. Should be nice and easy.
I got nothing that can give me any. Being handsome doesn't help.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do the rim job, and we're gonna get erect.
That's right.
All right.
Right. Okay.
I'm just going to bounce up and down on it a little.
Right. Okay.
Wow, I can't top these jokes. I'm sorry.
Okay, here we go. One erection coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And hey, well, do I have a minus? No, I have a plus. Right? So I have a +1.
You have a +1.
Then I have a 6 because I rolled a 5.
Yeah.
It's not a natural.
Well,
6.
then you have a victory.
A victory! Hey, look at that! Look at that big erection! Look at that thing go up! Oh yeah!
I've never seen an erection so big in my life.
Now, fully erect.
All right. So I guess I can subtract 1 from the difficulty rating of this current stage, and now our
rocket is erect. Look at that! God, that makes me proud. That one's for you, Squoits.
Okay. So that was that. Well, I'm not gonna say that was easy. Took us forever, but at least we got our rocket superstructure together and standing erect. I mean, we might need
I
some.
think we need
we
one
might
more victory,
technically
don't
need
we?
more victories.
We do need
but-
one more.
Yeah.
We need one more, just one, and I can't. It's the only person that hasn't gone yet for the 3rd time would be Lynn. So I know what I would do if it was my turn, but I will defer to Lynn.
I'm going to put some more nails in it.
You can never be
I'm
too
just gonna
careful.
put more nails in.
Yeah, I mean, you can always use more.
That's
never-
right. Yeah, now I heard from Daisy that you said that if it didn't work, that you just needed to put more nails in it, and that fixes everything. So I think that that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah,
So
Well,
I'm just
nail
gonna
that
start
erection.
hammering.
yeah, nail that.
That's
Nail
right.
it.
Let's nail the erection. 4.
Hey.
So not a victory, but something good.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just going to say, because, I mean, we know from earlier that someone had actually nailed themselves, I think, to the rocket.
yes,
I'm going to say
yank
the
that.
something good is that I successfully...
Well, he yanked his hand off though, so he wasn't actually nailed to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But I question whether the nails were actually connecting the barrels or not.
Yeah.
They may
So
have
I'm
not
going to
been.
say that at least the barrels are more reinforced now, and the nails are actually going into the barrels.
Yeah.
Well, that will confer a +1 to whoever would like to go next. And since everyone has gone thrice, I will say that I'm going to go and attempt to get this final victory that we.
You smashed that action token.
And the plan for Yank at this point is to he's going to run back out to the nearby garbage pile and look for some kind of nose cone to make it slightly more aerodynamic.
That's great.
Maybe one of those like conical hats
Got dunce cap.
that would shield people from the sun, but I don't think he has anything that would justify.
If you are trying to, dig through a bunch of garbage with extra fingers, might allow you to do that more effectively.
I agree. I want to. Yeah, I totally agree.
Then I'll give him another die, and I will. And this is something good, so he's got a +1. So, and once, assuming he finds something adequate that will serve the purpose, he will attempt to wing it to the top of the rocket and secure it in play. Fuck. Well, God damn it. I'm just gonna Yank has not used his lucky ear yet, and would die if I don't use it. So he's going to use his lucky ear. Because that would take me to my last goblin already. And we're not even. Oh, fuck. Well, the good news is that with the reroll and the +1, Yank gets a 6, which is a victory, which completes the first stage of the task. So he gets the nose cone in place and secured. But he also rolls a 2. And I don't know how he gets injured exactly. I have to think of something. Well,
He threw that thing all the way up. He strained his back. He's got a bad back.
he threw it so hard that I guess he strained his back so badly that it killed him. Because he just falls over, clutches his lower back and falls over dead, and is replaced by
He twisted his spine.
is replaced by puke. Yeah, he's replaced by puke, who spawns into existence and immediately produces an enormous fart because his defining feature is that he is extra flatulent, which could be useful if he makes it to the last task.
My brother Spoits would have loved you.
Before that.
Okay, well, we got our victory for that stage. So we've got our rocket.
Look at that nose cone up there. It's beautiful. That looks like a rocket. And it's erect.
Oh yeah, this is a
Wow,
thing of beauty.
It is so professional.
Yeah, we're definitely going to the moon.
Looks like real scientists built it.
Yeah, we are real scientists.
To us.
Yeah. This proves we're real scientists. I show them dumb orcs and hobgoblins and bugbears a thing or two. It's the goblins what get stuff done.
Yeah, we're gonna rule the world after this.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna have to roll some dice here real quick because we are moving on to stage 2, which is the fueling of the rocket stage.
Yes, indeed.
But unfortunately, this is the stage of misfortune. So let's see what our misfortune is going to be. Oh, no. That's shitty. But it's funny, and I rolled it, and I'm keeping it. So, yeah, there's no obvious misfortune.
Okay.
At this point, nothing obvious is happening.
Okay.
But we do need six victories to get the difficulty eradicated.
My word. Okay.
All right.
All right. So something terrible is going to happen when we least expect it, probably. But that's okay. And we're in our moment of triumph, and we're talking about how brilliant we are. But so we got to fuel that rocket, and we got some fireworks, and we got this, and I'll take from Squirt Squirt's corpse the great big huge industrial sized can of these are the sacred canned beans of Saint Generica. So having that can opener, we gotta all go to town on these beans, okay? And I don't know if it's like technically my turn or not.
I was getting a little peckish anyway.
Yeah. So somebody else can actually take an actual turn or scene, but I'm getting the fart fuel prepared at any rate.
Yeah, I think you can roll to see if you can open up the.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Because with the success we've had at hammering, I'm not at all sure we know how to use a can opener. And this is probably not like a great, awesome, modern can opener with that you just turn and it goes around. This is probably like one of those old school, just with a little claw type tooth thing. You gotta
lick each.
Yeah. See if I can do this without cutting my finger. All right, here we go. You guys are gonna like these beans. They've been sitting in this can for probably about 100 years, so they're gonna be good and stinky. And
100 years being about a week.
About a week
or so
from our perspective, right?
Time. Right.
So here we go, and he's rolling the dice, and here he goes, and that's me. And hey, that's a natural 6, friends. Look at that. That's exactly what I think I needed right now. The natural 6. At least I got the can open. Look at that. There's not even any jagged edges. This is great. I did good.
Smell those beans.
Oh yeah.
They smell delicious.
Oh yeah. Now, hopefully, none of us will choke on these beans in future scenes as we're trying to fuel this rocket by fueling ourselves, so we can make a fart rocket. But yeah, that'll be my little turn. I'll pass this action token to somebody else now.
Well, you and I have both gone 4 times, and I have Goonie and Lynn with 3, so they still have their action tokens.
And thank you for keeping track of all that.
Yeah, it kind of got confusing in previous episodes, right. Not being able to remember, so now I'm writing it all down.
All right, well, I don't care who goes next.
I think Lily's just going to dive in and start eating beans.
Okay. You get yourself all fueled up there.
Yeah, I got to make lots of gas. Power this rocket with.
That's right. You get gassy, girl.
I don't think I have anything that'll... All right. Ooh. I got sixes.
Oh, my God.
Well, yeah, we're going to need those victories, so
yes,
we're off to a good start.
Well, I think that means that you have your second, the fart stage for Lily is fueled. And that, I guess, leaves Goonie.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to need to get some beans in me as well.
Yeah, she got a nice belly full of beans there. Look, I can see her her abdomen's distending already as we speak. I can just look at it. All right.
So I'm going to pick up this big can and just tip it and start pouring it down my gullet. And I rolled a 1.
Oh!
How do you injure yourself eating beans?
Do you have a lucky ear, or did you have used it?
I do, but I'm gonna. It's just an injury. I'm gonna say I actually cut myself, from the metal that's really jagged on the edge. Like it just splits my lip when I'm when I'm pouring these beans down my throat. Slices my lip open.
Ouch!
Ow!
Yeah, don't eat any salt for a while there. All right. Yeah, stay away from lemon
So you're
juice.
fueled up.
Yeah, I guess you
But
could say
injured.
I'm fueled, but I'm injured.
Right.
I'll mark down that.
All right. Well, I think that Puke, who is already extra flatulent, doesn't feel like he necessarily needs the beans to fuel his stage, so he's going to concentrate on getting the fireworks all situated in such a way in the bottom of the rocket that they will fuel the first stage. And again, I don't think he has anything to justify more than one die, so I will. And no modifiers, if I am correct. So Puke is rolled an injury, and the end is my last goblin. Puke is going to use his lucky ear, and I'm gonna fucking run into goblins if I don't stop rolling horrible. And for the second time in a row, I rolled a 2, used my reroll, and rolled a 1. So I think Puke is messing with these fireworks and gets them in a place where they might actually work, but accidentally lights one of them and it explodes, causing him an injury.
Why, be careful.
Careful there. All right. Hey, too many of you guys left.
Yeah, you don't want to waste all the fireworks either.
But otherwise, you done good. Okay. Well, I gotta get my share of beans here, or else this is gonna be a not very long rocket ride. So yeah. Now watch how I do this. I'm using the two-handed method. Okay. And he'll put his head like right above the can of beans, and then put both hands in the can of beans, and be like, and just shoveling beans in his mouth over and over and over and over. I get myself fueled up, and I rolled a 2, which is do I? Oh, wait, I don't have any minuses, do I? No. Okay.
No.
But I injure myself. Yeah. It goes down the wrong pipe. Some of them are like, and he rolls around, coughing and strains himself so bad. I got a problem with my trachea. I think I got a big bean stuck in there. I can't get it out. I need some really gross, trying to get it out, but he can't. There's just like a big old sideways bean stuck in my throat, which is my injury. Poor Fugly. And that's his turn.
Oh man, for some reason that reminded me of. Did you ever listen to the Frogs back in the day?
I did not. I remember. I've heard you talk about the Frogs.
Yeah, they had this really stupid song about being hungry, and this guy talking about his throat is all bent. I've got a bent throat. That reminded me of that.
That is what happened to me. My throat got
anyway.
bent. My throat did bent. Ow. Oh. That makes it hard to breathe. Oh, okay.
Okay.
At least our erection's not
who's up?
bent.
Who's going next?
Looks like it would be either you or Lynn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to do what Puke, I guess was his name, or is his name, what he was trying to do, get the fireworks ready.
Good luck.
I'm a little hesitant, but we gotta do it. All right. I'm gonna situate these here, all pointing the right direction, and get them all lined up here. And now, let me see what I can do.
And I rolled a 2. Oh, I just had, that's 2 injuries for me.
We're running out of fireworks.
So, yeah, I'm going to say that he actually, he was holding on to like a really big one and accidentally set that off. And he held on to it and it just flew off into the sky while he was holding on to it. So he like disappears over the horizon.
What? He went to the moon without us.
That jerk.
What?
What a jerk. He's gonna get all the green cheese before we even get there. What a jerk.
Well, at least
So,
you didn't
yeah.
explode.
It's the last of... Oh, and then you see a... from the sky.
Right when I say that, yeah. Ow.
Ah.
Okay. All right, well, I don't think he made it. Oh, wow, poor Peanut. Okay.
That sure was a pretty firework, though.
Yeah, it was. Well, we are dropping like flies around here, I tell you what. And I ain't feeling so good with this bent throat either. All right.
You wouldn't... Which now, with Peanut gone, I also had Puke. So we've got 2 Pukes alive at the same time now.
Excellent.
All right.
So, okay.
Okay, well, so was Lily still alive, right? So,
Yes.
Lily, it's up to
So-
you, Lily.
I don't think we have enough fireworks because we've already lost 2. So I think we should put a couple sticks of this TNT in there.
I'm sure there was 1 or 2 sticks
So-
left, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to attempt to add a couple of sticks of dynamite to the firework bundle. Another 6.
Ooh, another success.
Can't believe I didn't blow myself up doing that.
Another victory. All right. Well, let's see. Now, with that, we've each had 5 turns. We are halfway through task 2, or stage 2 of task 2, with 3 victories. We need 3 more. And then we can move on to the next stage, and then we can launch the rocket. Yeah. So I don't know. Do we want to keep going for a few minutes, or do we want to call it now that we have an even number of turns?
Oh, we're only 6 minutes shorter than a normal episode usually runs, so and unless we still, no matter how we narrate it, we still need the 3 more. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter if we. So yeah, I'm good with that. Maybe our listeners are getting tired of listening to goblins die all throughout this episode.
Well, I need 1 more injury, and I can't. My goblins were done. Yeah.
Here's a good way to fill out some minutes. I haven't read the rule book, and I'm sure no one here has actually read the entire thing. But what happens if one of us actually just completely runs out of goblins? What are we just out, or what?
No. So if you run out of goblins, you can then begin playing an NPC of your choice. They call it an NPC, but I mean, really, at that point, if you're playing it, it's not an NPC. But you could play a hobgoblin or an orc or helpful bird or whatever, and basically you get to roll dice and take injuries and try to help to whatever extent that you can. But once you're playing that NPC can never never dies. They take 2 injuries, they're out of this, of the scene, and then they come back fully healed like the next scene or whatever. So, but if all of our if all of us lose all of our goblins, we fail our goblin quest. Yeah, that's the end.
Yeah. Okay.
We lose, but at least it was fun along the way. So
hopefully we'll make it to the moon. Like you say,
I'm not holding my breath, but if by some miracle we do make it to the moon, that would be great.
At the rate we're dying, though,
it's a real long shot.
At the rate we're dying, and looking at what we still have to accomplish, I am not at all sure that we are gonna. And I've still got this injury, which I've made note of. I gotta remember that starting next time. That I got a bent throat. Okay.
All right. Well, see y'all next time here on good old Goonies World. Or Goblins World, maybe.
Hey, all right.
Hey everybody, if you like our podcast, don't forget to leave us a good rating and or review on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, Spotify, or wherever you're able. Subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter at Goonies_world, and check out our website at GooniesWorldPodcast.com. Email us at GooniesWorldPodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening.